It is expected that the BOC is going to increase, it's going to hike today from 0.75% to 1%. And however, we're seeing a little bit of market reaction prior to the release. We were looking for a possible sell of the dollar CAD trade. However, the market was a little bit more optimistic than I thought, and we didn't really see a huge drop in the market. Today's rate decision is going to be a little bit tricky than the previous rate decisions that we trade, because there's only about 60%, 65% of a chance for the rate decision to work, and 60-65% of chance for Bank of Canada to hike interest rate. So I believe that if we do get a unchanged verdict, I think dollar CAD is going to shoot up, and if we get a hike, dollar CAD is going to strengthen. So we'll see the dollar CAD pair start to go down. And it's a little bit different because previously, or at least for the rate decisions that we traded before, what happens usually is that it is pretty much priced in the market for a rate decision. So usually we don't see much of a volatility when the number comes out as expected. But because today's Bank of Canada has a real possibility of leaving rates unchanged at 0.75%, it is possible that the market could go either way. So that's why we're not going to see a lot of pre-pricing today. And of course, the overnight trade that we tried to do according to the sentiment didn't quite work out. The market sentiment is we see a pretty strong dollar overnight, pretty much driving the dollar CAD above the 105 level. But then we weren't really seeing a much stronger dollar CAD than just close to our stop loss. But anyways, it's a small trade. We'll try to pick up a few pips, but the market didn't really give us that chance, but that is okay. So now we concentrate for this trade, the after release trade, and we should be getting this number in just under 4 minutes. So once again, we're going to be looking for a spike trading. So if we get a 1% release, I'm going to look for a sell on the dollar CAD, and if we get unchanged, which is 0.75%, we're going to look for a buy on the dollar CAD pair. So that's pretty much the plan. And if you guys look at the chart for the dollar CAD 15-30 minutes, you'll see that we started the day right around the 104.75. We went up to as high as about 105.05. We had our stop loss at 105.10, but unfortunately it was enough to take us out. It went down to as low as 104.45, and right now we're just around where we started the day, just a little bit higher. It's at 104.84 right now. So the market is pretty much unchanged, to be honest with you guys. So we should be getting this number shortly. This is going to be now a trade that's not a 10K trade. Alright, this is a mastermind trade. So for those of you who are going to take this trade, you gotta take it on a separate account. And for the people in Mastermind Mentoring, you know what to do. I recommend a 2x leverage for this trade. So don't over leverage it. Consider this as any other trade. We're going to be jumping into the market as soon as possible, depending on the release. Now, if the market doesn't go our way immediately, we probably will just get out of the trade. So we're going to be risking a little bit, and we should expect the market to move immediately. So stand by.
Just below the 105 handle, slightly weaker compared to opening levels in Asia. 104.90 currently being approached in dollar Canada. Euro Canada trading just below 133. Little change from opening levels in Asia. And again, just under a minute for the Bank of Canada rate decision. Consensus for a 25 basis point rate hike, bringing the key rate to 1%.
Right, if we get a 1%, we're going to be selling it, guys. If we get unchanged 0.75%, we're going to be buying it, okay? And we'll see how the market reacts afterwards. Should be getting it shortly, under a minute now, so stand by.
Bank of Canada rate decision due momentarily.
25 basis point hike as expected, again, raising it to 1%.
Alright guys, we're selling it, we're selling it, we're selling it.
Canada says consumption.
We're selling it, everyone. Alright.
Bank of Canada citing unusual uncertainty about the future outlook, and future rates need to be carefully considered. Bank of Canada comments.
Chevron CVX acquiring Viewpoint.
Alright, we're having pretty much the same.
Victor X-ray.
We got in.
And Canada saying second quarter economic activity was softer than expected.
Getting around the 104.64 level. Okay, 104.64, that's my entry. We're seeing the usual rhetoric so far from BOC, talking about, unusual uncertainty, market being softer, what have you. No big deal. It's just the same thing that they're just repeating over and over. Seeing the market pretty much ignoring that. Seeing the market now dropping. We're seeing about 7 to 8 pips of profit, 10 pips of profit right now. So depending on where you got in, you should be looking at some kind of profit. We're going to try to shoot for 20 pips or so of profit, 20-25 pips of profit. We're now up like 17. 18. So we're going to shoot like 25 pips of profit. I think we're going to get it. Right now it's like 21 pips of profit.
Maxim MXIM acquiring Fireworks. This is for the broadband communications market.
Alright, guys, I would take 50% off now. 50% off on this trade because we're trading the news. Basically, we're trading the spike. So I'm already out 50%. And what we'll do is we'll just look to close this trade manually. Right now, we're still up about 15%. We're seeing the market reacted to that first level. That's pretty much the low of the day. We got out around 50% of the trade. If you want to get out completely, it's up to you too. Remember, the market did not price this in. There's only about 65% of chance for BOC to hike rates. So that's why we're seeing this kind of reaction. Normally, when we get this rate decision, it's already priced in. Even if it comes out as expected, you don't see market doing much. Alright, so okay, market now, CAT is accelerating its gains, which is pretty good. We're up about 30 pips, 34, 35 pips on the second half. And we're going to see if it can push down to maybe the 104 figure. That would be good. But I think the next area we're going to be careful, it's around the 104.20 area. So we have about 3-4 pips from there.
104.25 trading.
Well, we're up like 37 pips on my account, 37, 38 pips. I think there might be more potential, but since we're trading the news, I'm going to go ahead and take my profit right here, guys. Alright? I'm completely out, and 3 minutes after the release, we're done. I'm going to take the rest of the day off. I'll see you guys for the next trade. Alright? Take care.